Here we go, here we go.
Move it, move it, move it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Next man up.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Hello and welcome to the show. I am your host, Donovan Lee Dean, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. You're now tuned in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion, where the mission is to provide the essence of poetry in motion, promoting peace, love, and growth for the existence of humanity and the culture. Later in the episode, there will be a featured poetry read by the creator, actor, writer, director, producer, and filmmaker, Stefan Petway. But right now, let's get into the poetry mix. This is Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion.
Life is hard, I'm trying to find a way. Trying to compensate, couldn't do it yesterday. I'm aching now, body's breaking down. Laboring 7 days, cause there are no breaks. Laboring 7 days.
Go in with a fresh mind and a pure heart. Mistakes were made, go in with a fresh start. The emphasis is today, the uncertainty is tomorrow. I live another day, that's success. Time is borrowed, carnage is on a regular. Another family is in grief. Mics were cut off, still the Tennessee 3 were able to speak. For the crying girl and dying boy slain by assault styles. Too many bullets to avoid. Pray for them as they attempt to fight for a law made for all. As they attempt to prevent another body to fall. History in the making, yet in the midst of infamy. They're setting aside politics for human safety, making enemies. Your vote can avoid the wake of tyranny. Your vote can avoid the maybe and pull in what it got to be. Unprecedented as we witness the headlines of an indictment. As the rich make more money on merch, posing as victims, inciting another riot. Never quiet, the problems are loud. More foreigners are crowding U.S. borders like refugees. After Roe v. Wade reversed, more women are escaping red states like refugees. More protests in the streets like help us please. And dying need of open minds and clear views so that one day women's universal health care making headlines on CNN News.
Body's breaking down. Laboring 7 days, cause there are no.
Exhale, pray, wait for it. Peace never came, now beware of a mad force bound to take the republic. God bless us as we fight for peace on earth. As mankind kills one another to gain more turf. For drugs, for crops, for money, for clout. Urgent message, human to human, heart to heart. Change your route for a fresh start.
Breathe. 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 Let's get to it.
The architect. To build, to imagine, is a fashion that leads to a new beginning. Placing pieces to a puzzle, isolating in this bubble, can get a creative in trouble. But trouble's the only way to make a statement. To see a world only in one way, as if it were any given Sunday, is a blasphemy. Hey, I'm not special, I'm just an architect. Taking what was once in the ground and turning it into a multiplex of ideas, of truth, of proof to the youth that you can look into others or something and identify you. Blueprints on the table, don't mind the ink stains. My excitement leaks through the design, from the screws all the way to the different colors of paint. The world that I want to build could kill Bill, but that's all fiction to the glorious bastard's description. The depiction of richness shifts this interest, reimagining the invictus, shiftless, empty, bottomless, pitless mentality of a racist's interest. I'll repeat. The depiction of richness shifts this interest, reimagining the invictus, shiftless, empty, bottomless, pitless mentality of a racist's interest. I invest in the contest of others to create togetherness so that we can burst through this bubble of sloppiness, so that we can kill the inner Grim Reaper, so that we can then call upon the gods that we were birthed from and ask those gods to give us that spark, to give us that light, that torch, to give us that thing that never dies, which is more life. Again, guys, I'm nothing special. I'm just an architect, ready to build something new.
A part of me died. Somehow I'm still living. So empty and bare, and yet I keep giving. Who am I now? Without definition. I'm quite a machine for a man on a mission. A drone, if you will, with full automation. And under control, a programmed dedication. My circuits are veins with electrified cells with no breaker for breaks or vacations. Oh well, oh well, oh well.
Here we go. Next man up.
How do you love a black man? From a queen to her future king, you are a king. You are the tree of life, the reality of my existence. You were manifested exclusively by my desire. Shelter me, hold me close within the branches of your limbs. The eldest trees are firmly rooted and grounded in the earth. Your presence brings shade during times of extreme illumination. Too much exposure will surely deflect the necessary nutrients from being absorbed by the outer layers. Allow the sensitivity and delicateness of my flower to envelop you, comfort you, and nurture you. Your battle is not with me, it is within. Just as the small seedlings do not battle with the windstorms and rain, but absorb only what is needed for growth. For I am the gentle power surge you need, reminding you to stay connected to Source. Be that shining example of the lessons you teach, so that the student may have trust and confidence in their master. For the master must always remember that he too was once just an unfortified vessel, waiting to be filled. How do you love a black woman? He watches longingly as her sundress sways in the breeze, paying close attention to the playful way her curvaceous silhouette is barely visible underneath the lightweight, almost sheer fabric. He notices her hair, still in its natural state and delicately twisted like the tiebacks on his mother's front room curtains. The deep bronze color of her skin reflects the warmth of the sun and complements the warm colors in her garment. He waits anxiously for the expected glimpse of her beautiful smile and desperately searches for something clever to say that could possibly encourage her to engage him in another stimulating conversation. The beaming heat of the summer sun in no way compares to the explosive chemistry between these two beautiful black souls. Their unspoken desire can be felt by every living creature within a specified radius. Their telekinetic love blossoms like a calla lily, ready to capture the sweet nectar of unimagined ecstasy. To be continued.
Turn your face from faking to the one who gives his grace. Slow your pace from racing, pump the brakes and show some faith. Rid your load of baggage, it's not easy making space. But that love is possibility and worthy of the chase. And worthy of the chase.
Heavenly supper. Open the doors. What do I see? What do I see? Beautiful women, beautiful food, beautiful energy. No one is beeping, no hurt, no fuss, just trust. It's them, it's us, it's enough. Drinks are flowing, conversations are like a fine wine, hearing chords and melodies that can make a man cry and bow down to his knees. But this here, it's not just here. It's us. It's just love, and we're all equal, sharing values with one another. Look at the answers. Look at the colors. Look at the smiles. Look at the ease. Look at the freedom. Smell the air that we are all here to breathe. Oh my God, is that Prince really on the bass collaborating with Mozart? Is that really Baldwin talking to all the great writers and the spiritual guides and the people trying to send signals down to earth to inspire the next great writers to write about the future sequels? The extensions, the clarity, the faith, the belief, the life is stripped so that all can see. And again, it's just pure energy. It's uncovering the base of thought of what we don't understand. It's unmasking the man while everyone in the room has the upper hand, but they use it effectively to make you smarter so that you can go further and you can go harder, even when the starter is stalled and you felt shorter. No one's dumb in this place. No one makes a mistake. No signals are getting crossed, just signals getting across. I want in. I want in. This is my space. These are my people. This is my food. This is my nourishment. This is what I need. This is what gives me life. This is, yo, Nifs, is this is what it feels like? But I can't move. Let me go forward. Why can't I go forward? Everybody's eyes looks at me. Eyes are shining bright like a diamond, but the faces are stone cold. Come on, this is my place. Let me in. This is the perfect space. And then I hear a voice from a distance. Mama, it's not your time to enter this place. You got work to do. Spirits to move with nothing to lose, but be a boss and build your crew. And getting full off of this food. And don't be sloppy with your seconds, boy. You better share your perspectives. Everybody here will always be here to protect this. Whenever you feel helpless or threatened, relish this. Whenever you're down for a second and you think that your life is hellish, remember this. This here is supper. This here supper is heavenly. Heavenly supper.
That was the poem, Heavenly Supper, read by the creator, actor, writer, director, producer, and filmmaker, Stefan Petway from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Before we go, I would like to conclude with a power message to uplift each and every listener and to get you in a good headspace. It's a message about choices. Your destiny may rely on the choices you make right now, then the next day, and so forth. Be wise of those that you choose to associate with because they may alter your choices, determining your fate. I had to once make a choice of disassociating myself from someone who had caused me and her to be in a terrible car crash due to her frequent habits of talking on the phone and being intoxicated while driving. Afterwards, I realized that she wouldn't be willing to change her habits, and in order for me to stay alive and fulfill my life, I needed to disassociate myself before tragedy strikes again. The supervillain, Thanos, once said from a scene in the movie The Avengers: Infinity War, end quote, "The hardest choices require the strongest wills," end quote. Choose wisely. Thanks for tuning in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion. I am Donovan Ding. To see and hear my rhythmic poetry, instrumentals, and acting reels, go to YouTube at Donovan Ding. Also, you can find my poetry books, children's books, and coloring books on Amazon at booksbylading.net. For actor or poet bookings, contact dvmedia10@gmail.com. I am Donovan Ding, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. Until next time, peace. Yeah!